Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Wake Up with Juice. It's your boy Juice, and today we're talking about something that changes your life the moment you understand it. Boundaries. Not drama, punishment, not shutting people out. Just respect for yourself, your time, your energy, your peace, mental health, your disability, the relationship, and your future. Boundaries are one of the most important skills you can learn as an adult, and one of the hardest. Today, we're breaking it all down. Okay, people think boundaries are mean. They think boundaries are controlling. They think boundaries are pushing people away. But here's the truth. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about keeping yourself safe. Boundary is simply you saying, this is okay for me, and this is not. And it's not about changing other people. It's about protecting yourself. Boundaries are self-respect in action. Okay, there's a book called Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. One of the most famous books on this topic. It's not quoting it, but here's what the book teaches for way. It teaches you are responsible for your own feelings, choices, and limits. Other people respond. You can say no without guilt. You can say yes without being pressured. You can protect your time and energy. You don't have to fix everyone's problems. You don't have to accept behavior that hurts you. You don't have to explain your boundaries to people who don't respect them. You can walk away from disrespect without feeling bad. The book basically says this: healthy people respect boundaries, unhealthy people fight them. And that's the truth. Okay. Most people struggle with boundaries because they're scared of disappointing someone, making someone mad, losing a relationship, being seen as difficult, being judged, being misunderstood, being called selfish, and being told they're too much. But here's the thing. If someone gets mad at your boundary, they benefited from you not having one. That's why they're upset. Not because your boundary is wrong, but because your boundary stops them from crossing your line. With my intellectual disability, become even more important. Because sometimes people talk over me, assume things without asking, try to help when I don't ask, think they know what's best for me, treat me like I can't speak for myself, ignore my feelings because they think they understand me better. And I had to learn how to say no. I don't like that. Don't do that. That's not okay. That's not your business. I can do this myself. And stop assuming things about me. And guess what? Setting boundaries didn't make me difficult. It made me respected. People treat you differently when you speak up. People listen more when you're clear. People stop crossing lines when you show them where the line is. Okay, the University of Iowa Reach program taught me how to speak up. They taught me how to say no, how to ask for space, how to communicate clearly, how to stand up for myself, how to protect my energy, how to stop letting people walk over me, how to advocate for my disability, how to express my needs without fear, how to set limits with friends, teachers, and even family. Reach didn't just teach me independence, they taught me confidence. And confidence is the foundation of boundaries. Okay, let's lighten it up. There were times I had to set boundaries in the funniest ways. Like when someone kept touching my food and I had to say, bro, stop acting like this is a buffet. Or when someone kept asking personal questions and I hit them with a, that's not your business. Or when someone tried to help me with something simple and I had to say, I got it, relax. Or when someone kept interrupting me, and I had to say, let me finish my sentence before you start yours. Probably when someone tried to tell me how I should feel, and I said, I'll handle my feelings, you handle yours. Boundaries don't have to be dramatic. Sometimes they're just comedy with a message. One of the biggest lessons from the book is this. No is a complete sentence. You don't need a paragraph, an explanation, a backstory, a justification, a reason, a debate. You can simply say no, that doesn't work for me. The book teaches that saying no doesn't mean you're selfish. It makes you responsible for your own life. And people who respect you will respect your no. People who don't respect your no, they don't respect you. Okay, let's clear something up. A boundary is not a threat. A threat is, if you don't do this, I'm leaving. A boundary is, I'm not okay with this behavior. One, it's manipulation, and one is self-respect. Boundaries are calm. Boundaries are clear. Boundaries are steady. Boundaries are about you, not controlling someone else. Okay, how do boundaries sound like? I don't want to talk about that. Please stop doing that. I need space. That makes me uncomfortable. I'm not available right now. Don't speak to me like that. I'm done explaining. I'm not responsible for your emotions. I'm not okay with that tone. I'm not going to argue. I'm choosing peace. Short, simple, final. You don't need excuses. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to apologize. And here's the hard truth. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries, you need a consequence. Not yelling, not fighting, not drama, just distance. Because someone who ignores your boundary is showing you they don't care about your comfort, your feeling, all your limits. And you deserve better than that. Distance is not punishment, it's protection. Boundaries look different depending on the relationship. With friendships, they don't joke about that. I don't want to be around negatively. I need time alone. With family, it's like, stop communicating on my life choices, commenting on my life choices. Don't talk about my disability like I'm not here. I'm not discussing that topic. In relationships, I need clear communication. I won't accept disrespect. I need emotional safety. Every relationship needs boundaries, or it becomes chaos. Okay, if you're listening right now and you're scared to set boundaries, this part is for you. You're not rude. You're not dramatic. You're not selfish. You're protecting yourself. You're honoring your needs. And you're choosing peace over chaos. And that's strength. Okay, thank you for listening today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for letting me be real. And remember, boundaries aren't walls. They're respect. Same time, same juice.